Hi, I'm Clint Kemp at the Blackfly Lodge in Schooner Bay, South Abaco. And I'm here this afternoon with our head guide and director of fishing operations, Patrick Roberts. And Patrick, it's good to have you part of our team, man. You've been guiding in South Abaco for 28 years. And by everyone's account, man, one of the best guides that anybody's ever fished with. And that comes from the legends to the beginners, man. And we're really glad to have you be a part of the team. And I love fishing with you, man.
Thanks a lot, Clint. It's a pleasure to be on board with you guys. I can't tell you how excited I am, and for my short stay here so far, it's just been wonderful.
Excellent,
I
man.
really appreciate the opportunity.
You,
Yeah.
you got it, man, and it's a privilege for us to have you here. And Patrick is the captain on the pink boat, so when you come down, you got to make sure you get a day with Patrick out on the flats. And what we're going to be doing for you this year is we're going to be doing a series of short instructional videos with our guide team. And these are videos that'll help you when you come here or when you fish anywhere in the world. And one of the things, Patrick, I want to talk about today is the way we catch fish with using the strip, because a lot of people come from a trout environment where they lift the rod up, and we see that all the time with guys trout setting and losing fish and swearing and all that kind of good stuff. But the other thing that we see, a lot of our people they've been bone fishing a long time, and the guides have always been telling them long strip, long strip, long strip, and that's how a lot of Bahamian guys in particular traditionally call the fish. I want to talk today a little bit of something you might not have thought of. I think what happens a lot of times is that when you make the cast, you may have the fly out of position, that cone, that sort of awareness that goes out from the fish. If it's outside of that sort of 6 or 7 feet cone out there, then you may need to do a long strip to get it in place. But what we've found is that once it gets in place, the long strip can be detrimental because it pulls the fish in too close, they see the boat, or it's unnatural because it makes this big long move. So what we try to get our clients to do is to get the fly in place. So we make the cast out, and hopefully it's a pretty decent cast, gets out there, and rod tip's always low. And then so maybe you make a strip about this long just to get it in place, but once it's there and you think the fish is aware, you see him make a twitch toward it. It's just this little tiny twitch like this. And sometimes even just leave it there and let them find it. And we find the hookup ratio goes way up if you will fish like this, keep the rod tip low, and then when the fish picks it up, the strip strike is just back here like this, come to the side, a couple of tip strikes, move your line, clear your line from the rod, and the fish is on. Very, very different than trout fishing, but even as an experienced bone fisherman, I've shown people this, and they've been amazed at how much more successful they are at catching both bonefish and permit, actually. So it's just this short sort of twitch strike, and even sometimes just moving it that much is all that fish needs to see, and he'll come right to it. And once he comes and turns, he's on. Strip strike, tip strikes over here, fish on.
Quite agree. Yeah, I think we lose a lot of fish like that with the long strips, because when
Yep.
the fish miss it, then they just out of, they get too close to the boat, they see something or hear something.
Yep, that's another great
So
point.
I
That
agree.
long strip
Yep.
sometimes pulls it way away
Way
from
too
the
close.
fish.
Yep.
And you don't see anything in nature really jumping that far
No.
unless you're fishing a fish pattern like as a minnow or something like that. But shrimp and crabs and stuff are those short little twitch strikes like this, strips like that. So, all right. Well, I hope that's helpful. And when you're down here or wherever you're going to fish for bonefish all over the world, I'm sure that's going to help you.